Yo, what is up, my fallopian tuber? Cesario from the barrio, coming back at you with another video for your butt. Today, I am making a video response for the commenting collector who has reached 300 subscribers. He wants us to show trashy cars that you have, and how you acquired it, some kind of story behind it, So I'm going to start off with this 1958 Roger Maris rookie. It's got that ding corner. It's got some stains in the back and some writing on it. Al, I don't know if this was Al Bundy's, but it's a Roger Maris rookie, and it's got some paper loss. It's got it's got its defects. And I remember when I traded for this. This was probably like in 2015 when I was started putting my 1958 set together. One of the groups that I was in was a Dodger group on Facebook. This is way before YouTube, and everybody was really, really big into Yasiel Puig. Some of you guys probably don't understand this, but it's just like maybe some collectors coming into the hobby a year, 2 years from now will have no idea how big Wander Franco was. It's the same thing as people didn't know how big Greg Jeffries was. Uh, but Yasiel Puig was huge, huge, like in 2015, like incredibly huge. Like every flipper and investor out there right now would be putting all their money on Yasiel Puig if they were doing this in 2015. But anyways, I had a Yasiel Puig cracked cracked ice card. And one of the guys really, really wanted it because back then they weren't numbered, but there's only 25 made, and that was common knowledge. Everybody knew there's only 25 actual cracked ice out there. And I pulled one, out of a pack from Walmart or Target or whatever. And a guy in my group really wanted it, and he offered me this car because he knew, I was collecting the set. And a lot of people were against this, saying like, no way, you could get that, at this time. This is before Roger Maris got a little bit more famous for the movie. But people were saying like you could get this Roger Maris card cheaper in that condition that this one is in. And the Yasiel car was going for like 125, 150 bucks, at that time. So everybody advised against it, but I did it anyways because I wasn't a prospector, and I wanted this card more than I needed that Yasiel Puig cracked ice. So against everybody's advice, I traded for this card. And now that cracked ice Yasiel Puig, I don't know, it's probably a $20 card now. So in the end, I came out the ganador winner. Winner, chicken dinner. All right, and the next card I'm going to show, kind of a similar story, is the Roberto Clemente 1960. Same thing, I got this like in 2015. You can see the paper loss there, a big crease right there. I have nothing against creases. If you guys don't know, when I was a kid, I used to crease my pants every single day, and that ain't no lie. All right, but you can see, I don't necessarily like to call them trashy cards or very well loved cards. I just call them cards, and they just happen to have some character on it. But this card, I got it from the same thing, through the same group. I made a trade, and I traded a Yasiel Puig big glove, and I believe that one I had it graded. I got it from a friend through some trades, and it was graded, and it was going for a lot of money at that time. And that dude offered me to trade this. He was a big Roberto Clemente fan. I remember that much. This guy. And so this was like a triple that he had of this card, and this was like the one that he had in the worst condition. So of course he offered me the worst card. And financially, it was not an equal trade, but like I said, I wanted this Roberto Clemente more than I needed that Yasiel Puig big card, because as much as Yasiel Puig was a great player, wasn't a big fan of his personality and his temper. So I made the trade also against everybody's advice. And same thing when I went to chicken dinner. You talk about, you know, this was like in 2015, so almost 10 years later, the Yasiel Puig card went down, and this trashy Roberto Clemente card went up. So, I don't care about the financial details, but I'm just letting you know the story of how it went. So in the end, my love for cards was the best decision, than the financial side of the trades. So there you go, commenting collector. I hope this was good enough. I know I'm a day late. Sorry for that. It don't have to be entered in the contest. I just do it, to show love, and I really haven't been able to do videos. When talking about showing some love, I want to thank everybody for helping me also reach 3,000. I finally reached 3,000. I think I was like at 2,990 for like 2 months, literally. Uh, so I reached 3K. And what I want to do, I want everybody to show me a card from every decade, starting from the 50s or as far as you want, but if you can from the 50s, show me your favorite card that you have from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, 2000, 2010s, 2020s. Sounds like a lot, but I'm going to make you work for this one. And there's going to be a two-part to this contest, because then I want you to make a video showing me your favorite card that you own from each decade, and then tell me which other card from that decade you wish you had that you owned. Okay? So it's a two-parter. Because then, after you make your video, you have to go to my old video, because I'm going back to my first 100 subscriber contest that I ever did. It was called Pepino Man's 100 subscriber contest. And when I went back to look, I had a couple of videos that I made, because I kept adding prizes and adding prizes. But I want you to go to my first one before I added a lot of prizes. And I added Pepino Man 3K. So you have to go to that hashtag on your video that you make. Use the hashtag Pepino Man 3K. All right. And then go to my video, Pepino Man's 100 subscriber contest, which I added this just right now, to make sure you got the right one. And on that one, in the comments, put Pepino Man 3K. So that's what you got to do. You have to make a video and then go to my first video and reply hashtag Pepino Man 3K. So that's how I'm going to pick my winner, is you have to do all these steps. All right. So to give an example, let's say the 1950s. My favorite card that I own from the 50s is this Sandy Koufax rookie. Man, I don't care if you guys get mad at me, but the other day I spilled beer in my room, and I got some beer on my Sandy Koufax, and I got a beer stain. So I think that's pretty awesome. This card, I mean, this card was like in excellent condition when I got it, and every piece of damage that it has basically been done by me. So I mean, can't get more personalized with this card, But anyways, my favorite card from the 50s is this 1955 Sandy Koufax. And if I could have any other card from the 1950s, it would be the 52 Mickey Mantle. All right, so that's what you got to do. Then show me a card from the 60s. Just say, my favorite card from the 60s is Roberto Clemente. And if I could have any other card from the 60s and so on, tell me what your favorite card, other card from the 60s you wish you had. Okay, so now let's get to the prizes. I know this video is getting long. All right, so I'm going to have a card that I'm giving away from each decade, and I'll tell you why. First card from the 50s is this Pancho Herrera. Now, this card, he himself, it has a great story. I want you guys to learn about him. And Topps had an error where they misspelled his last name. So this was like one of the OG's error cards. So I'm going to give away this card, the Pancho Herrera, to represent the 50s. Now, to represent the 60s, I'm going to give you guys his 1969 Ted Williams, Ted Shows How, all right, to Mike Epstein from Epstein's Island. And one of the reasons, like, I look at this card so much, and I always wonder, like, if Ted Williams was like one of the greatest hitters that ever lived, how come nowadays nobody teaches you how to swing like Ted Williams? I just don't understand it. All right. Like choking up is just something you don't see much today. Okay, and then from the 70s, I'm gonna give away this George Brett rookie card. Okay, so giving away this George Brett rookie for to represent the 70s. Show me your favorite card from the 70s and a card from the 70s you wish you had. Now for the 80s, I am giving away this Tony Gwynn rookie. All right. So same thing. Show me your favorite card that you own from the 80s and a card from the 80s you wish you had. So for the 90s, I am giving away this Derek Jeter rookie from Upper Deck. Okay, slabbed in a 6.5. All right, giving away this Jeter rookie for the 90s. So show me your favorite 90s and a card from the 90s you had. And for 2001, I'm giving away this Greg Maddux Gem Mint 10. Sicko, all right? So like I said, show me your favorite 2000s and a card you wish you had from the 2000s. Now for the 2000 teens, I'm giving away this Bryce Harper rookie. All right, giving away this Bryce Harper rookie card. Show me your favorite 2000 teens card and a card from the teens you wish you had. Now for 2020, I am giving away this Jason Dominguez card in a Gem Mint 10. All right, guys, look at that. So shiny. So that is the prize, guys. You know I don't have the greatest prizes, but these are the prices you will get. One card from each stake egg starting from the 50s. Okay? So just love the hobby and keep collecting baseball cards forever, ese. Ciao! And just to make sure you get everything right, guys, go to Pepino Man's 100 subscriber contest hashtag, and I put the hashtag on the title so you know which video exactly. And on this video only, if you did a video, comment hashtag Pepino Man 3K, and that's how you will be entered. All right, guys. So love the hobby and just keep collecting baseball cards forever. Ciao.